She took my hoodie to sleep better. The rain-slicked windshield blurred the world outside, but the gray cotton hoodie in the back seat of his car burned into my vision like a brand. My hoodie, the one she swore she needed to sleep better, her voice soft and pleading over the phone last week, saying it smelled like me, like safety. Now it lay crumpled behind the passenger seat of Ethan's beat-up Civic, a trader's flag in the dim glow of a street lamp. My stomach churned, a sick lurch of betrayal and disbelief as I stood frozen in the empty parking lot, the drizzle soaking my hair. We've been together for 3 years, Mia and me. 3 years of late-night talks, her laughter like wind chimes, her fingers tracing my jaw when she thought I was asleep. I'd ignored the signs, the late nights at work, the way her phone buzzed at odd hours, her quick glances away when I asked who it was. I told myself it was nothing. Love makes you stupid like that, doesn't it? You build a fortress of trust, brick by brick, and pretend the cracks aren't there. It started 2 weeks ago. She'd been distant, her eyes darting to her phone during dinner, her smiles forced. Just tired, she'd said, her voice a fragile thread. I believe her because I wanted to. Then she asked for my hoodie, the old one I wore hiking, faded and soft. It helps me sleep when you're not there, she'd whispered, her lips brushing my ear. I handed it over, heart swelling, thinking it was love. Now, seeing it discarded in Ethan's car, I wondered if she'd ever worn it all. I come to this lot by chance, dropping off a coworker after a late shift. Ethan's car was unmistakable, rusted fender, a dented bumper from when he'd rear-ended someone last summer. Mia's co-worker, her friend, the guy who always lingered too long at our apartment, his laugh too loud, his eyes too bold. I told myself he was harmless, just a guy who didn't know boundaries. But the hoodie told a different story, its presence screaming truths I wasn't ready to hear. My phone buzzed in my pocket. A text from Mia. Home soon. Missed you today. The words felt like a blade twisting in my gut. I wanted to call her, to scream, to demand why. Instead, I leaned closer to the car window, my breath fogging the glass. A glint caught my eye, a silver earring, hers, nestled in the seat's crevice. My knees buckled. I remembered her wearing those earrings last weekend, laughing as she spun in her sundress, saying she felt alive. Had she been with him then, too? I should have walked away, but my feet carried me to the diner across the street, where Ethan worked the night shift. The bell above the door jangled, sharp and accusing, as I stepped inside. The air smelled of burnt coffee and grease, the fluorescent lights harsh against the dark windows. Ethan was behind the counter, wiping it down, his easy grin faltering when he saw me. "Hey, man," he said, too casual, his hands pausing mid-wipe. "What's up?" I forced a smile, my heart hammering. "Just passing by. Saw your car out there." My voice sounded foreign, tight with the effort of holding back. "Funny thing, my hoodie's in your back seat." Mia's earring, too. His face froze, a deer in headlights, and for a moment I saw the truth flicker in his eyes, guilt, panic, a flash of defiance. "Oh, she must have left them," he stammered, rubbing his neck. "She crashed at my place after a late night. Nothing weird, just, Nothing weird," I echoed, my voice low, dangerous. The diner seemed to shrink, the air thick with unspoken lies. I wanted to believe him, to cling to the flimsy excuse, but the hoodie's betrayal was too vivid, too raw. "You're telling me she slept on your couch, and her earring just fell off?" Ethan's jaw tightened, his eyes darting to the door like he could escape this. "Look, it's not what you think. She was upset, needed to talk." "Stop." My voice cracked, the word a plea as much as a command. I saw Mia in my mind, her head on his shoulder, her voice soft in his ear, the way it used to be with me. The image burned, a wound I couldn't close. "Just tell me the truth." He hesitated, then sighed, his shoulders slumping. "It wasn't planned, okay? It just happened. A few weeks ago. We didn't mean to hurt you." The words landed like a fist, knocking the air from my lungs. I stumbled back, the diner spinning, the hum of the fridge deafening. I thought of Mia's texts, her promises, the way she'd kissed me this morning. All lies. Or maybe not. Maybe she loved me, too, in her broken, selfish way. The thought hurt worse than the betrayal itself. I walked out, the rain colder now, stinging my skin. My phone buzzed again, Mia calling this time. I stared at the screen, her name glowing like a wound. I could answer, confront her, watch her crumble, or lie again. Or I could let it go, let her keep her secrets, let the hoodie stay where it was. But as the rain soaked through my shirt, I realized the truth. Love doesn't survive a backseat betrayal. I let the call go to voicemail, my heart fracturing with each unanswered ring, and walked into the night, leaving the hoodie and her behind.